The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. The Department of Information and Communications Technology is adamant government is not paying the ransom being demanded by the hackers of PhilHealth. DICT Undersecretary Jeffrey D. said they do not want to encourage the criminal activities of the group called Medusa. Medusa set a $300,000 ransom for the stolen data of PhilHealth, which it threatened to release online if the agencies does not pay up. The group was able to collect random data, including personal information of administrators and copies of memoranda. PhilHealth said it targets to restore all systems today, but until now, the site is still inaccessible.
This is actually a cat and mouse game. Like I said, they're evolving. Unfortunately, we're also ill-equipped because we don't have enough budget to counter them. They're very enterprising criminal syndicate. So it's a cat and mouse game, but we're trying our best. It's just that there are some systems that are compromised. Earlier this year, I think their extended defense mechanisms licenses have expired.
PhilHealth noted that its IT staff is working on the possible breach. The state insurer, though, did not directly confirm whether the issue was related to ransomware. PhilHealth assures sensitive information of members have not been compromised.
Sa ngayon po ay katulong na rin po namin ang DICT, ang NBI, ganun din po ang National Privacy Commission in making sure that we are able to diagnose this problem. Kasama na rin po ang forensics. Huwag po mag-aalala ang ating mga miyembro at patuloy pa rin po naman natin makukuha ang benepisyo na manggagaling sa PhilHealth.
The Manila International Airport Authority has identified a person of interest behind a Molotov blast in the parking lot of NAIA Terminal 3. The MIAA said the hunt for that person is ongoing. Security outside the airport has been beefed up to prevent a repeat of the incident. Last Saturday, a minor explosion damaged 3 cars in Terminal 3's open parking space. No one was injured from the weak blast. The MIAA suspects that this could be an act of revenge as they crack down on illegal porters and colorum operations around the airport. Senators are calling on the government to remove China's floating barrier in the Bajo de Masinloc, otherwise known as Scarborough Shoal. In a statement, Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri called the act illegal, saying Beijing has no right to do such thing. This was echoed by Senator Francis Tolentino, who stressed that the action is against international law. For her part, Senator Risa Hontiveros called on the administration to reassess its national policy against China. The Philippine Coast Guard earlier reported that Beijing installed a 300-meter floating barrier in Bajo de Masinloc, which is a hazard to small fishing vessels. More stories coming your way after a quick break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Senator Raffy Tulfo says he is against confidential funds. But Tulfo told the chiefs that there are some government agencies that need it more than others. These include the Migrant Workers Department, which needs funds in its campaign against illegal recruitment. The senator also acknowledged that he can't blame people for being suspicious of confidential funds because of rampant corruption in the government.
Less ang confidence ng taong bayan sa mga politiko because nagiging rampant ng korupsyon. I remember many years ago, meron pa yung Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Task Force,
TF,
or
yes.
Presidential Anti-Crime Commission. Siguro buhayin yung ganong klaseng agency na to go after those corrupt people under the office of the President.
Meanwhile, Tulfo said he has no plans yet for higher office and that he's satisfied with his current post. In surveys, the senator has emerged as one of the top contenders for president in 2028.
Ayaw kong pag-usapan yan. Baka meron dyan na isipin, may balak kong tumakbo, tatakbo to for higher position, then dyan ako magkakaroon ng problema, dyan ako maumpisa na sisilipan ng butas. As far as re-election, sana kung papayagan ako, kung happy na ako, for another 6 years.
Let's now take a look at today's other top stories. President Bongbong Marcos clarified that his government will not impose a fishing ban. Recall that the chief executive floated the restriction to prevent overfishing. The president noted that what he meant to say was fish breeding areas should not be used as fishing sites. Marcos Jr. explained that this will allow supply to increase amid concerns that fish catch is dwindling. NAIA has moved up 14 spots to 15th place in terms of international connectivity. That's based on the Mega Hubs Index of Global Travel Data Provider, OAG. This was higher than 29th place back in 2019. The index also ranked NAIA 15th in the top 50 global airport mega hubs and 3rd in the top 25 low-cost carrier airport mega hubs. Philippine Airlines emerged as a dominant air carrier with a 32% share of flights. Companies are set to implement a meager decrease in fuel prices tomorrow, Tuesday. Diesel and gasoline will be cheaper by 20 centavos per liter, while kerosene prices are set to go down by 50 centavos a liter. This follows 11 straight weeks of big-time oil price hikes. In sports, the Philippines has taken its first medal in the 19th Asian Games in China, a bronze courtesy of men's pumse. Here's the story. The country officially rolled out its campaign in the 19th Asian Games in China. The country got its first medal in the tournament courtesy of Patrick King Perez. Perez won bronze in Taekwondo Pumse to give the country something to cheer for. The SEA Games gold medalist was able to reach the semifinals but lost to Chinese Taipei's Ma Yunzhong.
Alam ho namin na after ho ng SEA Games, ito na po yung next big competition. Kaya ho, mahabang preparation din ho ang nilaan ho namin para dito po. First Asian Games ko po, kaya hindi pa rin ho nagsisink in sa akin yung mga nangyayari. Napaka-importante po dahil hindi lang po ako ang nagdadala po nito, kundi ang buong bansang Pilipinas po lang.
In boxing action, Yumir Marshall dominated in his first foray in the 80-kilogram class. Marshall scored a 5-0 unanimous decision win over Mongolian foe Dalaiga Zorig to advance to the round of 16 of the tournament. The Tokyo Olympic bronze medalist fought under the light heavyweight division for the first time. The 27-year-old is used to fighting in the middleweight class. Despite this, Marshall is confident of his current state in terms of conditioning.
Okay naman yung galaw ko. Hindi ko pa alam yung mga susunod na mga kalaban natin, pabigat ng pabigat. So, ayun. Pero sa ngayon, yung condition ko maganda. Okay lang yung hangin ko, hindi ako masyado napagod. So, ayun, komportable naman.
Meanwhile, Marshall's teammate in the 63.5-kilogram division, Mark Ashley Fajardo, did not seem to break a sweat in his first ever Asian match.
What a punch from Fajardo, and it is done. A walk-off, one and done.
Fajardo knocked out Bhutan's Dorji Wangdi within the first 10 seconds of the first round after landing a left hook that went straight to the opponent's jaw. In women's play, Irish Magno and Ira Villegas lost in their respective bouts. Magno lost to Nijina Oktamova of Uzbekistan in the 54-kilogram division, while Villegas was defeated by Yesugen Oyunsicheg 3-1 in the 50-kilogram class. This means the women's team is left with Tokyo silver medalist Nesty Petesio to carry the fight. Wushu standout Agatha Wong also missed out on a medal, finishing 5th in the women's Taiji Chuan and Taijian. The 5-time SEA Games Goldie scored a total of 19.456 points in the two disciplines. Wong had bagged bronze in the Taiji Chuan event in 2018, but organizers merged the two disciplines this year. Some of our esports squads also bowed out early in the Asian. Pinoy gamer Jorel Restorenas lost to India 0-2 in the EA FIFA online competitions. In Arena of Valor, Thailand took down the Miguel Banaag-led Cebu team 1-0 to move up in the tournament. One News Now will be back at 6 p.m. with the day's latest stories. See you then. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.